Y'all, Sprayground book bags have pretty much become a must-have accessory for this back-to-school season, with parents calling the bag expensive.
I mean, is the book bag going to do the work for the kids? Is it going to take some notes? Is it going to make sure they make it to class on time? Hell, is it going to get up and walk itself to the class?
And it's not just a bag. It's pretty much become a status symbol, pressuring both kids and parents to show their worth through material possessions. See for yourself.
Show them that bag. Show them your daddy getting money. No, come here. Where you going? Show your daddy getting money around this bitch. We was fucked up last year. We wasn't broke, but we was fucked up.
But what exactly are people proving by buying these expensive Sprayground bags?
Show your daddy getting money around this bitch.
Oh, now if you're going to say this is just a bag, think again. Today it's a Sprayground book bag. Tomorrow or years down the line, it could be a flashy car or an expensive lifestyle.
What are these book bags that all these kids are wearing? Like, what happened to JanSport? Does anyone not support JanSport?
You see, we have to remember that pressure starts young when people are still broke and impressionable. This is when people are most easily influenced. The real question is, are we just proving that we will spend money on things that really don't define us to impress other people who probably don't care about us anyway?
Y'all don't go buying these kids these book bags for them to not carry nothing in them, not be doing good in school, and not even know how to spell their last name or read. Okay? Let's focus on educational material, okay?
You see, the real issue here isn't the trend of the Sprayground backpacks, but how it reveals a deeper societal problem. Our obsession with material possessions as a measure of self-worth, the financial strain that people endure in order to fit in and to obtain those material things, and the false sense of validation created by equating expensive items with personal success. If the youth are not taught early the dangers of equating personal self-worth with material possessions, they become more vulnerable to overconsumption and the pressures of consumerism.
She threw away that backpack.
This garbage?
Yes.
How?
I don't need it.
What's wrong with it?
It's just wrong.
What?
It's just wrong.
It's zip up. It's good to me. It might be a little dirty. You can wash it.
I want the Craze Sprayground backpack.
Who?
The Craze Sprayground.
Trends have forever been a thing and will continue to be a thing, but it's their impact that really worries me. We see young and old people losing sight of their true selves just to keep up with the latest trends by owning the right things. A graffiti cover Sprayground backpack that just so happens to have your favorite cartoon character on it. But what are we really achieving with this? You might be thinking, it's just a bag, it's not that deep. But here is the reality that many people don't consider. This cycle of proving yourself means you are constantly buying and constantly consuming, never truly satisfied. If you come from a family that always felt like they had something to prove, chances are you do too. Now, when I first came across this trend, this was the audio that was very popular, that all of the moms, all of the dads, all the parents were sharing across TikTok to flaunt these Sprayground backpacks. Both kids and adults were showcasing this as a status symbol. And while I'm always happy for people that have gone from a hard time to a better time, the truth still remains. These items and these backpacks don't make you better than anyone else. You're probably wondering, why is it being held as a status symbol? How much do these bags really cost? Firstly, I'm going to start by saying, I hope if you are buying these Sprayground backpacks for your children or even for yourself, that you are building wealth, that you have a 401k, a savings account, a brokerage account, emergency fund, all of that, or some sort of investment of your own, because y'all are making Sprayground rich. And I think they're doing great with their marketing, by the way, as a business. Not only that, the kids are giving them free press in the schools.
Pink bow with a little Sprayground. Pink bow with a little Sprayground. Jordan 4s with a little Sprayground. Jordan 4s with a little Sprayground.
These bags are everywhere, all over the halls in the school, the playground, the locker room. Sprayground backpacks are ranging anywhere from $65 on their website to $500. I even came across this huge bag. What do you even put in this? Somebody knows something. Most of the Spraygrounds I've seen were sold out online due to the high demand, which means parents are quite literally spending a bag on these bags trying to keep up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like these sort of financial videos. I make them all the time on this channel. Some parents are against spending this type of money on these bags.
So apparently a lot of kids is upset because they not getting these backpacks for school. Yeah, what y'all think this is? There's levels to this. We wasn't getting them book bags. Y'all not about to get them. Our parents barely want to buy us them expensive trapper keepers, but they bought them. We used to beg for them doggone trapper keepers. You could get you a little JanSport backpack and get somewhere and sit down. Get somewhere and sit down. Our parents wasn't going for this. Y'all different now. Y'all different. Y'all spending a lot more money on y'all kids nowadays than our parents spend on us. Okay, so if I'm buying you a $200 backpack, that must mean you getting straight A's, right? Straight A's. The first B I see is going back, and I'm keeping my receipt. Straight A's. Yeah, that's what it is. You're gonna have the perfect semester.
And do you know one of the crazy things about this whole Sprayground thing? Some families are even super gluing the red tag to avoid theft because people are apparently snatching the red tags off of these bags like they snatch chains off rappers.
Told you, man, you gotta check in before you come in here, man. Not safe for none of y'all.
Now schools have intervened, asking students and parents to remove the tags. But you know how it goes. People be stubborn and hard-headed.
PSA to the parents in South Florida. Why am I seeing all these red tags on these spray bags? And they told y'all it's not allowed. It's causing distraction in the schools. Respect what they say. Y'all seem to have a listening problem just like y'all children.
Also, it's very sad to say there are children that are being bullied because they don't have these bags. Kids have even started making ranking systems to rank the bags of whose bag is the best. So it still creates this dynamic of trying to outdo everyone else or to be on the higher end of the ranking. And of course, nobody wants to be on the lower end of the ranking spectrum that the other kids are doing in the school. It just creates more pressure to have a bag that is going to be deemed as a 10 out of a 10. There are other issues going on in schools related to these Sprayground backpacks. The owner of Sprayground even released this video talking about it. Here's what he said.
So I'm here at Money Bear right now, and we just heard that people are trying to steal these tags off the bags, and people are even trying to glue them so people don't steal them off. Please don't do that. It's causing bullying, making people all anxious and stuff. So just keep it, have a good time. They're ornamental, they're not redeemable, and they're just fun. Be safe, enjoy, and keep on rocking.
And I personally hope that any kids that do not have this bag do not feel less than their peers. Sadly, many children have already associated these Sprayground backpacks with having money. And I wish I didn't have the proof.
It's because you're broke and you ain't got no money to pay. Right? But here I was all this time thinking they were Bill Gates when they were not even Bill Fence.
Now, we all know that kids can be very mean. Please teach your children to not disregard other people if they do not have material possessions that they have. There's nothing wrong with having nice things, but you should also be mindful to teach your children to be respectful of other people who may not be fortunate and blessed enough to obtain the same material possessions as your child. I think that's the least that parents can do.
So you mean to tell me that not one of my friends could put me onto Sprayground book bags? My son's now on Sprayground. I guess he was online shopping or whatever. And they want Sprayground book bags, but they're sold out. And like, nobody put me on to like these book bags. I told y'all, they go into middle school, they're transitioning, and I'm trying to get them to be like fit in, like an easy transition. But y'all making this hard because y'all could put me on. So now, what I'm gonna do? The website literally is like damn near sold out. Every book bag that they want from Sprayground is like sold out.
The truth is, you could spend your whole life trying to fit in and prove yourself with material possessions. And sometime at the end of it all, you end up with a bunch of stuff and realize that none of this really fulfills you anyway. And nobody really cares. Everybody's just trying to get by. This is a great lesson to learn while you're still young and broke. Rather than when you start getting money, then maybe you won't blow it trying to impress people who really don't care about you anyway. And I stand strongly on this next statement. If they're only there because of the material possessions that you have, and that's the only reason that they like you, those aren't your real friends. I don't care how old you are. And to the young, broke, and impressionable people watching this video, if you don't believe me, a 31-year-old woman that some of y'all probably would call auntie, I'm sure my comments in this video will be flooded by people my age and older who have been exactly your age at one point in time, telling you that you trying to spend to impress people or buy things to impress people or get things to impress people sometimes keeps you broke and leads you to be in a lot of debt when you become an adult. Let's be very clear. There is nothing wrong with enjoying nice things, but money cannot buy you discipline if you overdo it. And it will not stop you from having to fix the mistakes that you've made. Money also cannot buy you permanent happiness. It can buy you things that temporarily give you a high or make you feel good. That's called dopamine. Meaning you got to keep buying things in order to try to feel happy for a little bit of time. If happiness could be bought, would rich people still be spending money on things? Wouldn't at least one of those expensive bags that they own have been enough for them if it were truly happiness in the bag? in the cars, in the house, in whatever the expensive item it is. But yet they're buying more. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but that should tell you something. True fulfillment is not in the items that you can accumulate and brag about. The constant need to prove yourself is costly. You pay with your money, your peace of mind, and your self-worth. My hope is that the older generations start telling the truth to the youth about material possessions and what they really mean. And I get they may seem important now, but they never define your true value. Our true value comes from within, not from what we wear, not from what we can buy. Our worth is not determined by how much we spend, but by our character, who we really are underneath all of the brands and all the logos and all the things that people like to use to hide behind. The real you. So I asked you all, should parents splurge on expensive, trendy school gear for their children? 1% said yes, it boosts the kids' confidence. 37% said no, education outweighs materialism. 16% said only if it's worth the price. 46% said depends on the family finances. This is out of 10,000 votes. Would y'all drop a bag on these bags? Here's what one mom thinks. Do y'all agree with this?
What the fuck is going on with these expensive ass backpacks? Sprayground backpacks are $85. I got a new backpack every year when I was in school. Like, even if I was to go to school right now at my big ass age of 33, I'm gonna buy me a new backpack because it's just part of going to school. So like, I am a new backpack type of mom, and I feel like your backpack, I love school supplies, so I feel like your backpack matters. So I'm just here to tell y'all to buy that kid that expensive backpack that they want, especially if you have the money. They don't want to wear that backpack that they wore last year. Even though in your mind, logically, why wouldn't you want to wear that backpack? We could save money, but there's nothing like going to school with a fresh new outfit on and a new backpack. From K through 12, I had a new backpack every year. Like, even if it was the new JanSport, and y'all know JanSports were good backpacks. I don't care. I don't want the one with the flowers on it no more. I seen a post, Sprayground, North Face, Nike. Y'all don't like JanSport no more?
If you ever feel the urge to try to prove yourself with material possessions, just pause, take a step back, and think about what really matters. We are all influenced by trends and things that we see. Some are good, some are bad. But I think it's crucial to teach kids that their wisdom and their character behind who they truly are is what matters most, not what they can own. We have to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.